E3 2019, Bethesda. Hey guys, here with Comics here. I'm going to talk about Bethesda's E3 2019 presentation. And boy, was this thing bad. Mostly. There was so much wasted potential. And they started with their worst game, Fallout 76. And while it looked good, after a year of bugs, glitches, and broken promises, I hoped that the people at Bethesda would have understood there was a problem and apologized. And while Todd and friends did mention that there were problems with the game at launch, they quickly went on to thank all the people who bought the game and then talked about some new DLC that is ready for purchase. Wow. After that unpleasantness, they announced that Elder Scrolls Blades is coming to the Switch. And if it wasn't a lower quality version of Skyrim for mobile devices that is also riddled with microtransactions, that would be great news. As it stands, it's just annoying. Next was this new game called Ghostwire, and the lady who was talking about the game was really cute. This game takes place in a world where it looks like what happened in Infinity War when Thanos snapped his fingers after getting all the stones in the gauntlet. A lot of people have disappeared. There is even a guy who runs around with a bow, so the people in the live chat called him Hawkeye. This game looks great, and I look forward to seeing more. Next was an awesome trailer for the Elder Scrolls Online, where the cat person from an earlier trailer and a few of his or her friends go Desolation of Smog on a dragon that is trying to destroy a town. If only this game was not also filled with a bunch of play-to-win garbage, I would consider playing it. Thanks to Angry Joe and friends for exposing that stuff. Next, a woman came out and said something like, "Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon turned into a mobile game." I was intrigued. Others were not. Thankfully, this is my presentation, so you'll be seeing my point of view more than theirs. The game they showed next was one of the most awesome games I have ever seen from Bethesda, Commander Keen. Now, a lot of people were ticked off by this announcement, and I can understand why. This is yet another awesome classic game that was turned into a cheap mobile game. But unlike these games, Commander Keen got a graphical upgrade. Unfortunately, it is not going to be as good as it could have been. The trailer looked amazing. The original Commander Keen is now all grown up and has a wife and 2 kids. Billy Blaze. They are around 10 years old when the game takes place. And they are having crazy adventures just like their dad did when he was their age. And they use similar equipment. Also, there were movie references. An alien bursts out of someone's chest. And the dope fish from previous games makes an appearance after eating Billy, like on the Jaws poster. And then there was the song. A silly, irreverent rock song about Commander Keen with lyrics like "Get your anus to Mars." I was excited to see what the game was like, and I was horribly disappointed. It's a platformer, but they move so slowly. And then there is the worst part. It's totally pay to win. You have to buy equipment to make into weapons and stuff with real money. That is bullcrap. Man, this game could have been so much better. Look at the trailer. If the game looked and moved like the trailer did, then it would be like Rayman. And that is totally possible. Cuphead did it. Sure, it took a while, but it was awesome. Or they can make an RPG. The original Commander Keen is looking beefy all grown up, so he can be a tank. He can make shields to bash enemies and protect his family while they fight. The mom, who could be this princess from the original games, could use one-handed weapons and healing items to help others during the fight. Their son, Billy, would be like his dad was when he was a kid. Basically, he'd be a fast-moving glass cannon, or aka a fighter who was more about attack than defense. And as for his sister, Billy Blaze, or Lily Blaze, which is what I will call her in my Commander Keen comic. She will be a trapper. Even in the trailer, you could see her use traps to cause problems for her brother and her enemies. And the comic I will be making about them will help expand the story. The Mugen characters will be just for fun. And to show how awesome these characters could have been. After that disappointing stuff was Rage 2. It looks okay. Then came Deathloop, or as I like to call it, Black on Black Crime the Game. Then came Doom Eternal. It looks good, but it's horribly violent, which is normal for Doom, but it's not my thing. And that was about it. Overall, the games looked good. But with all the nasty stuff going on with Fallout 76, the silliness of Elder Scrolls Blades coming to the Switch but still being a cheap mobile game, and Commander Keen's lost potential. Seriously, if this crappy pay-to-win mobile game is all they make, then I don't think we'll hear anything about it next year. And that is a waste. A waste no new online service can make me forget. I think that Bethesda's 2019 press conference is the worst one of the year and possibly ever. See you next time on YouTube and DeviantArt.